So we're in week 5 of Propel book. So we're going over this book right here. And we've done the company, foundation of what Young Living is and why it's important. We've done the experience. So your experience, what it does for you and what it's done for you. The model, so going over kind of the network marketing, the why, like why would you be doing the business? What is the difference? Why should you be doing this? And now we're going to do part 5, which is the tools. And the tools are a really cool part because it just breaks it down for you. So personal development. The biggest thing that I've experienced with Young Living and this business model is becoming me. And I didn't expect that. And it's really a blessing because we never know what to expect. But what did happen is I gained confidence in myself. I realized that I do have a voice and I deserve to talk about things that I'm proud of and I'm excited about. And that I can help people and that I can put my heart out there and really see that person and see their needs and see what they need for support. And I can be that support. I can be that shoulder for them. And in return, they become healthier. They have better options and they can open up this avenue of advocacy that they wouldn't have had if I wouldn't have been there for somebody. And that is amazing. So this talks about the tools to continue. Personal development, it gives suggestions. Podcasts, books, trainings. Young Living has a lot of trainings. And just the fact of be teachable. Allow people to help you. Allow you to know that you might break down some barriers. Why invest in personal development on page 54? And it's going to talk about ways to do that. It's also going to talk about priorities. What are you going to put first? What are you going to put last? What do you need to fit in? What don't you need to fit in? And this is cool because on page 55, it talks about 7 priorities. And when you figure out what means the most to you and what you have to have in your daily routine, you can really start to break it down and focus, be more zoning in on what is most important so that you can utilize your time. You can really make your schedule feel good for you, and you can figure out what really does it for you and what helps you to wake up every day excited, motivated, and driven. It's going to talk about how to order those, examples. There's 7 of them. So faith, family, friends, finance, fitness, field, fun, and finance. And it goes over actually through the ULA oils: faith, family, friends, fitness, field, fun, and finance. Super cool, huh? And how to prioritize. Then on page 56, it talks about planning and how to plan hours, daily plan, weekly plan, monthly plan. And then it has little checklists that you can go through and plan your week. And then it actually gives you an example because a lot of us do better if we have an example of what this really looks like. And they do theirs, and then you can fill out yours. The thing about this is it's not just a book, it's a workbook. It's giving you ways to work out what you need to do in order to feel successful. And then it's going to list out some business tools to give you more support in your priorities and in your growth and ways to structure your day so that it's not so overwhelming. She goes over brain dumping and what that is, what it looks like, and gives examples on page 59. And then it's going to go through on page 60, setting realistic goals. We can have these dreams and visions and excitement, but it needs to be realistic, and we need to have action plans in order to get to there. And the biggest thing that hangs people up on what is next is they might have the idea, okay, I want to do this, but there's no middle ground in which they can achieve things to get to the next step, to get to the next step, to get to the next step, to be there. And that's where a lot of people are missing things and where the confusion and the frustration and the lack of confidence comes from, because it's how to get there, which is the hardest part, and those action steps which get you to each level that confuses people and overwhelms people. So she's going to go through that on page 60, and she's going to talk about 3 steps to success and how to literally map out your goals, and how to focus on them. And then this is really cool. It's called Setting Smart Goals. And it's a method of goal building to structure so that you know exactly what to do. So be specific. Make sure it's measurable. Make sure it's achievable, attainable. Make sure you can continue with it. And make sure it's relevant. So make sure it actually does something for you towards your goal. We're not wasting time here. We're focusing on what needs to be done, what doesn't need to be done. And that gives us more time because we're not wasting time doing things that are not productive. And then time oriented, how long is it going to take you to be there? And it goes through detail how to do that. And then you're going to lay out your simple goals. And then she's going to go through your 6-month outline. So she makes you lay out your goals, how to structure them, and then she digs a little deeper. And this goes into the 3 steps. It's going to go through 6 months of workshops, themes, structure, so you can really start building your brand and start building what your topics are, what your focuses are, and it's really going to help you to develop that. Monthly business goals, and you can track all your stuff so you can see your progression, because when you have goals, if you don't have a progression and you don't see your rewards, it can be a little deterring. So you need to be able to see that growth. So that's the tools part of Propel. I'm excited for you to dive into that and really, open your heart and your mind. And this is, we have the foundation of why, and this is the action part. And this is where things happen. Without this part, you don't see any action and you just sit there daydreaming about it. This is where we put some oomph into it.